Leza Dandos on the News 103.5 KYCA. I'm so happy to be on Leza Live with my two best guy friends.
Wow, that's a lot to live up to.
It is a lot to live up to.
Lucky us.
And
I mean, Drew's got it, but I don't know about myself.
oh, you've both got it. So, Matt Henshaw,
Yes,
how
ma'am.
is the not so desperate realtor?
Back to being desperate.
Oh, for goodness sakes, I was looking for something different than that.
Well, I'm desperate for my clients because they need buyers.
Oh, actually, that is probably true. The
Okay.
real estate market is different from what it used to be, huh?
Yeah, it's a buyer's market. Yeah, I got another one coming on Friday, and we just need those buyers to come and look. They're waiting. They're waiting for that interest rate.
Actually, I don't know why they're waiting for that interest rate because Ken tells me, and I remember that this is what interest rates have been forever in my lifetime. I mean, it's a low rate now.
Yeah, it's it's between 6 and 7. It's around 6.5.
Oh, that's a great interest rate. I can remember selling homes at 18%.
Yeah, but the homes were a lot cheaper back then. That's the difference.
Well, they were cheaper then. And, well, we'll go into our real estate discussion after I say good morning to the great Drew. How are you doing, Drew?
Wonderful today, and yourself?
Actually, really quite good. Thank you very much.
Well, it's hard not to be good when we got beautiful weather like we have. The sun is shining. We're going to get some rain. I don't know. Did you get rain at your house?
I did get rain. This is really funny because Ken, when it started raining, I went through the house and opened all the doors because I just love that fresh air crossing through the house. And he ran with a bowl to go outside to see how much he was going to catch, and it was over in about 5 seconds. But it rained so much that I said, there are going to be bark chips in our driveway again.
And were there?
I didn't even notice this morning, so maybe not that many, but I have really been taking one of those big push brooms to the driveway a lot this year and not last. So
Yeah.
there you have it.
Well, I understand we got about a half an inch of rain today.
Really?
So, yeah, I mean, excuse me, last night,
Yeah.
I should say, not today. In other areas, got nothing, and some areas got an inch. So, but overall, we're getting rain, we're getting moisture. We need it for the aquifers. We need it for the thing. They took off the fire restrictions.
I saw that in
So
the
as
paper.
of tomorrow morning, all the fire restrictions are off, and people can go out and now, have that fire and, campfires and do what they normally need to do.
So do you have any sense of how much cumulative rainfall we've had this last month?
Well, I can only go by what I've been doing at my house.
Okay.
Okay. And
Hold on. Drew, are you doing the same method as Ken, running out there with the cereal bowl?
No, I do the
Because
dance
that's
and then
not
I try to
accurate.
catch it. Actually, I try to do like Bella does and try to eat the raindrops.
Catch it with your mouth? I believe that's more accurate than
that-
a bowl.
Well,
that probably is more accurate.
well, there was nothing in that bowl, I don't think. But
Yeah. It's an awful big bowl. But no, the rain gauges that we've had with last night, we're over 7 inches in the last, if you think about the last 4 or 5 storms we've had.
well, isn't our annual rainfall like 12.5 inches?
Typically, yeah, we're, 15 to 17 in that area. I know that for snow, it's 17 inches, which is
Oh,
usually about 3 decent snows and a couple dustings, and there's your 17 inches. But I thought last year it was down, as far as rain.
yeah, gotcha. So what's the temperature going to be like? Last night when those doors were open, it was cool.
Yes, it
Cool.
was. Just to give you to follow up on that, the lows were at 58 last night.
Love it.
So that's at the airport. So depending on where you are, it
At
could
the
be.
airport.
Yeah. So, you were definitely there. Our high today is going to be 82. We'll have some light winds, but we have a 70% chance of rain this afternoon.
Wow.
And then for tonight, we're looking at 60%.
Wow.
So that's good. We're going to get some, and for Friday, we're looking at 50% chance.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, we're
It's-
going to get some rain, and hopefully it stops Friday night or Saturday morning really early, because there's a lot of activities in our area
There
that
are.
could use nice sunshine.
That is absolutely true. So we'll be praying for that. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
So I am really interested. I have now realized that summer is over because I know that it's not official, but I will tell you that for me, Labor Day is the end of summer, because that day I said to Ken, we're going to have bratwurst, potato salad, beans, and watermelon, and then that's it for the year because summer's over. And I put my white pants in the back of the closet.
I was just gonna ask that. You're wearing all black today, like Leza. You're taking a note out of her book.
No,
You're blending in with the background.
Actually, I wanted to wear these sandals and this jewelry, and it looked best with black. That's why.
Okay, all right.
And
Because you're usually very colorful.
I am very colorful. I have a lunch date with Ken today, though. We're going down to Rock Springs Cafe.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. That's a perfect meeting place in the middle for friends from the valley. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing.
I'll race you down there.
That's where you're going?
No, I'm going past there, but I got to go to the valley
Oh.
Another valley trip today?
today,
Something fun.
tomorrow, possibly this weekend.
Something fun?
I got to watch my niece.
Oh, well, how old? I forgot.
She's 3.
3. That's fun.
Better known as Booger.
Yep.
You booger.
All about booger.
All about the booger.
Do you spell that with 2 O's or a U?
It's two O's. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, write me an essay about what your summer was. What'd you do this summer?
Real easy. I use one word.
Nothing.
Work.
Yeah, Drew knows.
Oh, golly, give me something better than that just once.
Lots of work.
Okay, Drew. What'd you do this summer? Drew?
I'm contemplating how to say this.
He's trying to start the gerbil up that's running around in his brain. Give him a minute.
Yeah, the little mouse in the wheel.
Actually, I see it right now.
Yeah, no, this summer we did a lot of things. We did a lot of, I want to say, weekend trips and day trips and that kind of stuff, and having the grandkids for 3 weeks in a row. That was
Something.
trying. I mean, it was wonderful. Don't get me wrong. I'll do it all day, but man, I'll tell you what. That's why you got to have your kids when you're young.
Actually,
chasing a 6-year-old when you're 70 doesn't. You're going to lose that race.
I tell you what, one of my 80-year-old best friends went to Austin, Texas to watch her 3 grandchildren for a month. And they are, I think, 11, 8, and 6. And she was one tired puppy when she got back. So I can imagine what it was like for you.
Yeah, we had 15, 9, and 6.
Oh,
All boys.
Oh.
So not only was there tons of activity, the amount of food consumption, it was amazing.
I bet that is true. So tell me one of your weekend journeys that stands out in your mind that you went to.
Probably when we did, I call it my Prescott tour. We got in the car, we went to Jerome, then we went to Cottonwood and Sedona, and then came back around. We made a day of it in just this area. And if you've not been up here or been exposed, it was good. And that was with the 15-year-old, so he really liked it. And then probably the Cowboy Poet Society was one of his favorite things we took him to, but he loved that.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. And what a nice introduction to Prescott history.
Yeah.
That's really neat. So Ken and I did something very memorable too. We got in a rented minivan. Have you ever rented a minivan for a trip?
No.
Well, let me tell.
I've just owned them.
Yeah.
So.
Have you really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've had vans and
Oh my gosh.
RVs and all that.
Okay, so Ken and I rented a minivan, and they're called stack and stow or shove in the floor or something, seats all in the back.
The seats, yeah.
So it's a totally flat behind the front 2 seats that our 75-pound standard poodle, his massive pillow, a cooler, 2 suitcases, 2 golf bags, and 2 sacks of munchies fit in that car with plenty of room left over.
Well, that's why you have
Road
a
trip.
minivan.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was road trip supreme.
And they get way better gas mileage than my current vehicle, an SUV or a
Right.
pickup truck.
And it's just, they're very comfortable anyway. So we drove to Paso Robles and stayed there for a couple of days. went to our favorite vineyard where we had gone like 36 years ago. So it was like a trip down memory lane, Justin Winery. Bought a case of wine, tasted a lot of wine, joined the wine club. So that part of it was really wine. And then we got back in our van and went up to Pebble Beach in Monterey because Ken had been there with some man friends golfing just a couple of months before that and went on the 17-mile road.
17-mile drive, incredible.
Oh, it was have you been, Matt?
No. It doesn't involve work.
Well, it could because you could make a photography book,
Yeah.
like a coffee table book,
True.
just out of stops along that 17-mile road. It was absolutely incredible. So we did that. Then we went back to Morro Bay, and it was the first time Maxwell had seen the ocean. So Ken has him on a leash, coaxing him down because it's scary when those waves are coming in. At least it was for Maxwell. And he's jumping back and running in. It was fabulous to see. And it was the weekend that the tsunami warnings had been.
Oh, interesting.
And so it was, the beaches were sort of littered with seaweed that have those big blebs on them.
Yeah.
Those airfill things that keep the seaweed floating. And he'd run up to those and sniff them and then jump back because he thought it was going to attack him. It was just a delight. And then we came back by way of a place we never had stayed before, Parker, Arizona. Well, I'm just going to tell you we'll never stay there again, but it was a first and only. So that concluded our trip.
Yeah, it's not much of a town.
Not
No.
much of a town at all, but it did have fabulous wings. We got some wings there that were really good. Speaking of food, so
No turkey wings, though. Turkey legs,
no,
sorry. Turkey legs.
we're gonna save our turkey leg experience for Doc Holliday's barbecue
Right.
when it opens. Thank you very much.
Now, when you went to Morro Bay, you were at the world's largest pet rock.
Oh, yes, it was absolutely.
I used to live there, remember? Did you go to Dorn's? Remember I gave you that restaurant?
Yes, we did. Yes,
Oh,
we did.
fantastic.
Unfortunately, I didn't have my favorite thing there. Ken had, I can't remember what he had. We had such good food. But thank you for that recommendation. It was delicious.
That's just a neat place. Morro Bay is really, really nice.
It is, and it's so dog friendly. I was just.
Oh, everybody's crazy there
I
with
was
dogs.
amazed. Okay, I'm going to just tell you that today, after my lovely trip, is an eat an extra dessert day. So I want you to feel free to do that. And Matt, I'd like to ask you what you're going to be eating extra today if you can.
I would just like to have a first dessert, but
What would that be?
well, I'm good with anything. I have a real problem with sugar.
Oh, you
But,
a problem like you love it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got it from my ma.
Oh,
She
she's a
can't-
cookie person.
Well, she's a cookie person, yes, but she can't have a meal without having a dessert.
Really?
And I got that from her. Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, I could-
Terribly delicious.
yes, it's terribly delicious. Drew, what's yours?
Well, he just brought something up, and believe it or not, an Eskimo pie just came into my brain. Doesn't that sound good?
Sounds
It-
good.
A heath
Absolutely.
Eskimo pie.
A real Eskimo pie.
Yeah, remember the old
Yeah,
style?
I remember it well. It came in a foil.
Right, they still do.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen those in a long time.
Well, when the grandkids were here, we got some, and I just thought, boy, dessert, and that was what the kids did. I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. Chocolate and ice cream.
And it was that dark, crunchy chocolate on the outside of that creamy vanilla. Oh, I somehow
sounds
remember that.
Very good.
All
Yeah.
right,
I-
now I got to put that on my list.
Yeah, on
things
your
to buy.
shopping list.
If I had to pick one, I'd probably just go with cake, like any form of cake.
Oh,
Like
really?
Cheesecake, carrot cake. I just love
Cake.
cakes.
Cake.
Yeah, cakes. And ice cream, of course.
Actually, I love the way cake sounds. It's a good word, a little harsh on those consonants. I love that.
It's a
cake.
delicious word.
So I think I would have Barry Barb's lemon tart.
That is very good, too.
That's very good as well.
Lemon tart's just out of this world for me. So I'm going to skip on to one that I think is going to be very important to you.
Why are you looking at me like
Matt.
that?
Darth Vader's lightsaber auction is happening.
Well, I don't have enough money for that. So
Apparently, it's the one that was used in the duel with Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back.
oh, that's going to be worth a lot of money.
And like Luke, it could cost you an arm and a leg. So I guess they got cut off. with it.
Well, it was his hand, and that was in
Oh, well.
Empire Strikes Back. But
Yeah,
sure.
the first one.
So guess
no, second one.
Second one? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Strikes Back.
Oh, sorry.
So, so how much do you think it's going to go for?
Oh,
Million?
at least, if not more.
Actually, the estimate is $3 million. May
Wow.
the funds be with you.
3 million?
Carol, can I borrow $3 million?
If I had it, no.
I love it.
That was great.
So much for that, Matt.
Oh, yeah.
I tried.
Michael Keaton's Batman costume is also up for auction, along with the 8-foot bullwhip used by Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade.
What are they doing? Just going after my childhood?
They are. And they could just cut you off at the waist with that 8-foot bullwhip.
I would live in a trash can to have all those items for the rest of my life, yeah.
You would have to because you'd have no money left.
I don't
But
have
then
enough money
where
now.
where do you put them if you have no money left?
Oh, come on. I would wear the suit and carry the lightsaber and the bullwhip. I would rock that every day.
You can rock a bullwhip.
Yep.
Have you ever cracked a bullwhip?
No.
Well, so
I'd figure it out.
have you, Drew? I bet you. have.
I owned a bullwhip.
What'd you use it for?
Fun?
I was going to say, what's her name?
Oh,
That costs extra.
Oh.
No, I got it. I got it down in Mexico when I went down there. They had bullwhips, and of course, at the time, I thought that was a good thing to do.
Oh, well, the sound is absolutely crackling.
I could never get anybody to like stick their cigarette in their mouth and let me whip it out, so I never was any good at it. So
I was going to say, that would be like shooting an apple off your head. I don't think anybody lets you do that either, though you're probably a crack shot.
that would be I'd be safer with the apple on the head than the whip for sure.
Okay, I'm just going to do one last one because I know we have some great guests coming in, and I need to stop jawing with you guys. But today, Google is 27 years old. It officially became a business on September the 4th of 1998. I don't understand this piece of it because I now don't understand how I could live without Google. To me, it's like having an encyclopedia at your fingertips at all times. And sometimes it can get irritating because you can look up anything and find the answer. But it was originally operating from a garage in Menlo Park, California, and they called it Backrub. Now, I don't even have the vaguest idea where that could have come from.
That sounds like a website that you don't go to when you're working.
Well, actually, well, you could lie there having a back rub looking at Google. No, back rub. Yeah. Anyway, it became known as Google because of an intentional misspelling of Googol, which is a mathematical term meaning one followed by 100 zeros. So I think that's probably goggle. Anyway, that's our knowledge for the moment. I think we have to take a break and bring in our lovely guests for the day from the Boys and Girls Club of Central Arizona, Alex Heineman, Leo, and Kelly Gallegos. So we'll be right back. Good morning. It's Carol Chamberlain on Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA. So happy to have joining me Alex Heineman, the Chief Executive of the Boys and Girls Club of Central Arizona, and Leo and Kelly Gallegos. So hello to all of you.
Hi, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Carol.
So I want to start with you, Alex.
Sure.
The Boys and Girls Club of Central Arizona is something very special, not only to the community, but to Ken and me. So,
Oh, yes.
first of all, I have to say thank you for what you're doing.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
yeah, we'll talk about that later. This is the 9th annual Dancing for the Stars.
Yes, it is. We are on our 9th season this year.
That is absolutely amazing for me to believe. And when did you start? Who was the very first couple you asked, or first celebrity, not celebrity, the first person you asked?
Me
to dance
personally or for this year?
for this year?
For this year, the first person we asked, I believe, was Megan Johnson.
Oh.
Jess Savoini is on our board and our dancing committee, and she recommended her as a prospect. And so I think we talked to her first.
And when was that?
Oh, boy. Late March, early April.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
if you look at that, so March, April, May, June, that's a lot of time
Yeah.
and energy that goes into this incredible event.
Oh, yeah. The show's in September, but right in October, we start prospecting for the following year, especially this time. Next year will be year 10, a decade
Oh, it'll be special.
of dancing.
Couldn't be more special than
And
this, though.
No, this is a pretty special couple. I'm excited.
Yeah.
But we do start as early as we can, starting at the committee level, talking about different prospects that have shown interest, or they came up to us at the after party of this year and they said, I'm in for next year. We try to get board members to do it every year.
Sure.
And yeah, the prospect list is not getting stale. There's still over 100 names on it of people that haven't even been asked once yet. And then there's a bunch of people that have said maybe next year. And so we come after them maybe next year.
We also understand that no is just a yes waiting to happen.
Yes,
We-
definitely in fundraising, for
We
sure.
who are in fundraising understand that. So what's the goal, financial goal for this year?
Well, this one is trying to reach the goal that we hit last year with around $420,000 in ticket sales and online votes and cash sponsorships and things like that, with about like another $100,000 in in-kind goods and services.
Oh my gosh. So it's $500,000 event.
Yes.
And what percentage of your budget is that?
Well, it varies. Right now, currently, with little to no state and federal funding, it is about 50 to 60% of our operating
Wow,
budget. Yes.
An important event that you all are supporting here.
Yes. Yeah.
So I want to talk about ticket sales.
Sure.
I've been listening, of course, all along to this, and I understand that Friday night,
Mhm.
which is a really special night, to get the dancers comfortable.
Yes.
I really look at that as people being able to sort of be backstage with the dancers and
Yeah.
experience what this event is like.
Yeah, it's like one final dress rehearsal for the cast,
Exactly.
and it is a family night, and it is a cheaper ticket,
Right.
and it gives more people in the community the ability to donate to the clubs and to enjoy the show.
Right. Okay, so now I want to turn the clock to Saturday night.
Sure.
Walk me through what Saturday night looks like from the beginning to the end. Now, I have to tell the audience that I'm asking you to do this. I already know
Oh,
because,
yes.
Ken was a dancer.
Yes.
And I helped him raise that money, so I know the importance of this moment in time.
Yeah.
But tell our listeners what Saturday feels like.
Well, Saturday is the main event. It's the VIP reception and the show. We start with that blue carpet reception. Thank you, Barrett Floors. Shout out to them across the way. They take
Excellent.
care of our blue carpet. And that reception is about 2.5 hours long. And so it's just a big party out at the theater at the Performing Arts Center. And then we go into the show at about 7. And the show's runtime is sitting around 1:45, 2 hours.
Mhm.
And then after that, we have our after party, which is right outside the theater. We're developing for the second year. We've taken over this lot behind the theater, and all our guests will exit through the Yavapai College Sculpture Garden
Oh,
and
how
go to the
beautiful.
after party.
I can tell you, it is a happening party.
It is.
We have to take a break after
Sure.
that and rest for a moment. We'll be right back. morning again. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Dandos on Leza Live, the News 103.5 KYCA. So, we're talking Dancing for the Stars, and we have with us two stars.
Yes.
So, we have Leo and Kelly Gallegos, who actually, you're professional dancers, but you're dancing together. Tell us how that happened. Okay, Leo, you start.
Well, we've been doing this off and on since the first season, and as things go in people's life, busyness tends to ebb and flow. And this year, Alex asked us, and we really wanted to do it again, but because of how busy we are, it's always been we each dance with separate people.
Right.
I usually choreograph, and we have double the rehearsals, and as it is, we have very little time as busy people and a married couple, very little time together. And so we just really asked, and they were gracious enough to agree to the fact that we really only were going to be able to do it and only wanted to do it if we could do it together this year.
Well, speaking of spending time together,
Right.
what better way than dancing your way into the evening? What do you say to that, Kelly?
It's definitely been a different experience than dancing with separate partners. It's good. It's quality time, but we have our challenges as well. Creative differences. So,
So do you usually, each of you, choreograph the dances for your partners?
no, Leo is definitely the artistic mind of our partnership. So he's been the choreographer.
For both of your...
Yes.
Okay, so I want to go back to the beginning of time. I saw that you, Leo, are a former tap and hip-hop teacher. Is that really right?
Well,
than
I used to teach everything. So I had my own studio, and then I taught at several studios in the Valley. I used to drive down to Phoenix every week and teach, but I taught everything, including ballet, jazz, tap, hip-hop, contemporary, partner dancing.
So have you been interested in dance since you were born?
No, I was never interested in dance.
Wait!
My mom was a professional dancer and teacher. My whole family was, and so I was actually forced to dance from the time I was 2 till 18. And then I took a tiny little break from it, and then I came back to it a little bit later. And when it was my choice, then it became more enjoyable.
I bet.
Oh, so was your mother really happy that you had come back to dance?
Yes.
In a word, yes. That was a little hesitant. So I'm sure there's a story behind it. We'll get to that off mic. How's that? So tell me how you all met.
Oh, well, we met actually at his studio. How many years ago? Maybe 9-10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. And my daughter started taking, and then I started having some interest as well, and started taking, and I danced when I was younger quite a bit. And when I returned to it, just kind of taking at his studio, he roped me into teaching as well. So.
Oh, wait a minute. So you're standing in the studio watching your daughter taking...
I think ballet and hip hop at the time.
Oh,
What a
wait
mix.
a minute.
I know. Well-rounded is what I
Sort
call
of
it.
diametrically opposed dance, I'd say. So, and your eyes caught across the studio, and that was it?
It was probably a little more than that.
Oh, listen, I want
But
some
yes.
story here.
No, there was definitely a connection there from the beginning.
And when you first danced, was it ballroom together?
Oh no, I am not a ballroom dancer at all.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, gosh.
No, it's probably my worst form of dance. So.
No, I think we started with hip hop actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is so funny. You know, I took dance lessons when I was in the 7th grade, ballroom dancing. It's something you had to do in Waxahachie, Texas. I'm no good at it either. So.
I just can't follow. I'm not good at following.
You are a better leader.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we butt heads on that a lot.
So it's an interesting spot that you're in right now because usually your partners are the ones who are doing the fundraising. So how has that part of it been?
For us, that's definitely the more stressful part. Before all we had to do was, like you said, worry about the dancing. Now we have to get out there and call on our friends and families and associates to support us, and they've been very supportive, and it's actually been a real good surprise for us how supportive they've been. And everyone's just really excited for it, and you can still go online and support us.
That's right.
For every $1,000 supporter of our team, which we go by G Unit, which is our name we've gone by in dance for a while as a couple and as a family, because we have other family who dances as well. You get 2 G Unit shirts for every $1,000 you donate
Nice.
to our team. So
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, that's quite the incentive.
Yeah.
G Unit. Unit. Where does the unit come from?
Well, G comes obviously from the
Oh,
last name
Gallegos.
Gallegos, and it's a play on an old rap group that
Yeah.
we took it from.
Oh, huh.
Yeah, the G Unit was a pretty big hip hop group in the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
See, I'm just past that time, I guess. That was not part of mine. Old rock and roll chick here. Anyway, so I think it's really interesting to hear that you found that even though it's difficult, how rewarding fundraising can be. I always look at it as giving somebody the opportunity to support something that's really important, like the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Arizona. Do you feel that way too, Kelly?
Yes, it's been really eye-opening to see how willing the people are to support such a good cause, and we feel so privileged that they want to support that through us as well.
Yeah, it's very flattering. So we're going to get back to some of the fundraising talk when we come back right after this break. And we're back. It's Carol Chamberlain in for the lovely Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA. Talking this morning with Alex Heineman, the CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Central Arizona, and lucky to have Kelly and Leo Gallegos, who Kelly, you're saying you're not good with your words this morning. Your words are great.
Yeah, you're doing great, Kelly.
So, speaking of your words, can you tell us what your dance is going to look like?
Oh, goodness. I'm so excited for our dance this year, actually, because we actually get to dance. like really just dance. You know, it's very stripped down for us this year. In the past, when we've had other partners, we build more set pieces and more, auxiliary items. And this time, we just get to focus, just the two of us, on dance.
Actually, that's pretty exciting because when you think about it, the people you're teaching how to dance, it takes a lot longer than just a couple of months to get somebody stage ready.
Yes.
And so you add this other stuff to make that not look as important. Not saying that they don't, because they're such great dancers.
We want to support the celebrities,
This is so exciting to see that we're going to have just some actual professional dancers. I love the thought of that.
Yeah.
So, but you're not going to tell me what it's going to look like, are you?
It's going to look good.
Oh, I love that,
That's what I'll
Kelly.
tell
What
you.
a teaser.
Oh, yeah, going to look good. Are you going to add anything to that, Leo?
Well, we didn't want to give it away until the end.
Of course you
but Alex has a cameo in it, and he's in a leotard and ballet shoes. He leaps across the floor for a good 45 seconds.
Like a
I've been
gazelle.
working on my ballet.
Yes.
That is a not miss right there.
That
Holy
is.
cow.
I tell you what, if you haven't bought your tickets yet, you darn well better
It
at
is going to
that.
be a fun show.
How do you look in a leotard?
Oh, I've been working out.
I think that's really very good. So it's pretty obvious that y'all aren't going to tell us what you're going to look like dancing. So I'm going to turn back to you for a second. Talk
Sure.
to us about some of the exciting parts of the show. You were saying something about the judges. I was
Yeah.
a judge once.
Yeah, you've judged for us before. What we like to do with the judges, because we have a lot of audience members that love the TV show that we're sort of like taking some numbers from.
Bruno.
Yes, right. And
I love
so
Bruno.
there's always judges, and that adds to the pageantry of our show. It adds to audience engagement, and plus some of the dancers do want feedback, the pros and the celebrities. And so normally we go with, celebrities of the past or top fundraising celebrities such
Right.
as yourself. And this year we have 4 judges instead of 3. And all 3 have dance expertise.
Whoa.
And dance instruction expertise and dance studio ownership expertise.
Wow.
And our 4th judge is one of our celebrities from last year. I can't give away anybody because they're all in the program and it's a super secret part.
Gotcha.
However, we have a lot of dancing experts to provide that pageantry that I'm talking about and to give the feedback, because the pros have worked really hard on their choreo and they'd love to hear from a fellow dancer about what they thought about it. And then the celebrities get a little kick out of it because they're experiencing a critique.
Oh,
a little bit.
absolutely.
But it's more for fun and more for jest, and it just adds to the show. So yeah.
There's not going to be a Greg Raskin with his hair on fire.
No, we talked to Greg just a few weeks ago about coming to the show, and he is still revered as one of the best judges of this show.
He is. He was fabulous.
He did a lot of homework on the dancers, and
Yeah.
he did wear a special headpiece per routine and had special commentary for every one of them. So we love Greg for that.
He
Yeah.
was. So I'm assuming he turned you down.
Well,
Well,
he's
we don't
enjoying his
know.
retirement.
Oh, that is absolutely true.
And Greg is still very well engaged with the clubs and with our philanthropy. He's helping us with all sorts of fundraising initiatives later in the year and in next year. And Greg is just a very helpful person and very understanding of our cause and passionate about what we do for kids.
Greg Raskin is a great community leader. You
Yes, he
couldn't
is.
ask for better.
Yes.
So, who is going to be the MC of the show?
Well, this year it's me. Yeah, I'm emceeing the show this year. I have a lot to say, and my staff keep telling me I need to say it to the audience rather than in a newsletter email. And so I have a lot to express to the audience. I have thousands of children's stories over the years that I've worked for kids. And I love sharing my passion for working at the clubs and for taking care of the kids in our community. And so after every dance routine, we're going to really talk about where these votes are going and what initiatives and programs they're supporting in the audience. lots of thanking, but lots of asking as well, because we've been raising money for 5 months, but we've also been spending it on our summer programs.
Of course you have.
And so the night of the gala is still really crucial in fundraising. And we don't do wine pulls or raffles or auctions. What we do is allow you to really change the narrative of who's going to win the main trophy.
Oh.
And this year we have about 5-6 teams that are on a very even keel in their fundraising. And so the guests of the show are going to decide who wins that Mirror Ball trophy this year.
And I tell you what, that Mirror Ball trophy is coveted.
Yes,
It
yes,
is coveted.
Yes.
Because I actually thought Ken was going to win it. But anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. That is pretty funny. He mentions that a lot.
Well, good for him, because
Yes.
he's echoing family sentiment. Let me just
Yes.
say that. So I think that's an important thing to know, that not only are the guests really getting a show,
Mm-hmm.
they are getting a say in who wins this coveted Mirror Ball trophy.
Yes.
But they're also supporting a specific program, which I think is
Right.
very wise.
Right. Voting online is our gimmick to feel more like the TV show, but you're voting with your dollars. And so you can vote $5, $20. You can vote your Arizona charitable tax credit amount. It's a complete unrestricted donation there. And so you can really support the clubs at any avenue through the voting night of. And you can vote for Leo and Kelly right now. The voting is always online and available, but we really are counting on our guests of the night to change our narrative.
And to take us over the top. So I want to land on something you just said,
Mm-hmm.
which is the Arizona tax credit.
Yes.
I don't think everybody understands what that means. So tell us
Sure.
what the Arizona tax credit means, how much you can spend, and that.
Yeah, so we're a qualifying charitable organization, which means our 501c3 is available for you to give a tax credit amount. I believe it's gone up a little bit. I think it's more like $550 for an individual,
Oh.
and then for married filing jointly, you can give up to like $1,200.
Oh, wow.
And all of that is dollar for dollar back on your tax returns as you claim these donations. And so that's an interesting way for you to be able to give to a nonprofit such as us and then receive all of that back in your tax returns.
Actually, that's wonderful. We're going to take a break. I think this might be our last break, and then we'll come back because I want to hit on that again.
Sure.
So we'll be right back.
Real
And we're back. It's Carol Chamberlain in for Leza Live on the News 103.5 KYCA. Having the great pleasure of talking with Alex Heineman, Leo, and Kelly Gallegos for Dancing for the Stars Season 9.
Yeah.
So just before we left, we were talking about the Arizona tax credit, which I was really surprised has gone up because in my mind, it's still $800 for a couple, and you're saying it's more. So people can up their sponsorship of a dancer and get dollar for dollar back on their tax credit.
Yeah.
People don't really understand that. They're going to spend that money one way or another.
Right.
This way they can direct it to the Boys and Girls Club.
And it's not just a deduction on your returns. It's part of your it's part of your itemization so that you can actually receive it back dollar for dollar, like you said.
Dollar for dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all the dollars stay here local. You know, even though we carry a national brand with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, we are federated and decentralized. So this is a local fundraiser for local clubs for local kids.
So you don't pay a percentage to the Boys and Girls Club nationally?
We do. We pay a fee to carry the brand and to be a BGCA member. And national supports us more in terms of governance and safety and human resources. But our financial position is all resting on the guests and the community here.
And it stays here.
Yes, and every dancing dollar goes straight to the kids.
And we're going to hear some about those programs as we wrap up. But I do want to hear from Leo and Kelly about what's in your heart for this. So tell me what makes you want to get up and dance for the Boys and Girls Club. What is your heart?
Well, I think for me is on top of it being such a great event for a great cause is it's the community that surrounds it. I really feel like when I started doing this 9 years ago, that's what actually brought me into and connected me to the community. I've met so many great people from it. I would say that for me, that really is the most rewarding part is all the great friendships and connections I've been able to make and the community that surrounds it. It's really rewarding. And this being this is Kelly and I's kind of last year to do this, and it's really rewarding for me to be able to dance with her. I couldn't have picked a better way to end it.
Yeah. Oh, what a good bookend.
Actually, that's wonderful. Tell me how you feel about that, Kelly.
I echo that sentiment. I'm actually, it's people are always surprised to know that even though, Leo and I are both dancers and we've, run the studio together, we've never actually performed on stage together.
Oh my
Other
goodness.
than a 20-second blurb in one of our winter shows for the studio several years ago. So it's such a new experience to be able to perform with him, and it's so rewarding, and to know that it is supporting the boys and girls of our area is just really wonderful.
Oh, that is so neat. And I can actually close my eyes and sort of see you all in one another's arms. I'm kerflumped here. That is really cool.
That sounds kind of creepy, Carol. That's
well, especially considering that Alex is going to be there with us with his leotard on.
Oh,
so
yeah. He's going to have a hard time going from his suit as an MC to a leotard, but fast change artist you might be.
Maybe.
I do have a couple of updates that some of the other couples wanted me to announce. Megan Johnson and Ron, they said to let everybody know they would actually prefer if you voted for Kelly and I as opposed to them.
They're so kind.
Take all their
we
money that they were
going to
give to them, give it to us. They said they would really feel much better with that. And actually,
I need to call them and find.
No.
Just trust us.
Don't verify. Just trust us. The McConnells. He has actually been called back to active duty, so he will have to miss the show. Monique's going with him. They said go ahead and send your money our way as well. That's pretty much been the whole sentiment. Is they're all really behind Kelly and I to win. So let's make all their dreams come true, everyone.
And you're actually sending this message out saying that $1,200 for a married couple comes right off as a deduction. So
Yes.
Sure.
why the heck not?
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, Leo the prankster.
Okay,
Love
so wrapping up, there's so much more I want to talk to you about because I'm pretty sure you have a planned giving program for the Boys and Girls Club
Yes.
as well. And that's something that's near and dear to my heart. So next time you come in, I want to talk about how people can remember the Boys and Girls Club of Central Arizona in their estate plan because we are a great community for that. So
Wonderful.
last words that you have for season 9 of Dancing with Stars, which is next week.
Yeah, a week and a half about. I would just say get your tickets, folks. Leza always says be there or be talked about, right? So
Actually,
get your tickets to the show. The after party's going to be great. Both nights are going to be awesome, but Saturday night is really the place to be.
Saturday night. And
Yeah.
how do you get a ticket? Where?
Dancingforthestars.net.
Dancingforthestars.net. I have had such an enjoyable time with you and with you listening audience and, of course, Drew and Matt. So see you next time. Bye.